Albert Einstein once said, "If the bees die, mankind will soon follow."
The reality is that bees pollinate over 100 different fruits and vegetables. We're talking about strawberries, broccoli, apples, melons, pumpkins. I mean, really basic fruits and vegetables that we eat every day.
In the last decade, bees have been dying at an alarming rate.
Their pollination is worth $15 billion to the U.S. agriculture industry each year.
No one knows why this is happening. There are many theories. It could be a virus, or tiny insects called mites that attack the bees. Or the problem may be man-made.
The term is called colony collapse disorder.
I don't have time to take it personally. I know this hive didn't mean to die. I just got to move on. My grandfather would probably walk from his property if he saw the way we keep bees today.
It's time to take an honest look at our relationship with bees. From the bee's perspective, a visit from a human often results in devastation. Harvesting honey is often destructive to the bee's beautiful home. We can, and should do, better than this.
A couple of years ago, my dog and I were walking down the beach when a bee stung me. Now this had happened before many times when I was a kid, so I wasn't particularly concerned. However, in this case, within a few minutes, my face started swelling up and I found it hard to breathe. But one thing I found impressive about that little bee that gave up her life is that such a tiny insect could incapacitate a big guy like me. So, and I also learned another thing that day is that bee stings are very easy to treat if you have the right medicine.
Announcing a pioneering initiative from the Dolphin Coast of South Africa.
Every year since that day, I noticed that the bees were becoming less and less. And so what was going on? What is happening? So that's when I learned about colony collapse disorder. And immediately as an engineer and programmer, I thought, what can I do? I'm allergic to bees. Is there a way that technology can make a difference?
Introducing the Gentle BeeLab. Digital beehive that can be managed from anywhere in the world using a smartphone. Solar powered with IoT sensors that allow remote monitoring. Integrated perforator for remote harvesting of honey. Multi-purpose loading bay for logistic cartridges. Varroa mites can be treated with oxalic acid or hydrothermal cartridges. Remote feeding with observation chambers. Automated or remote climate control. Remote ventilation and wasp defense. Remote excluder and bee escape. This is how the hive look without exterior panels. Now meet our gentle robotic beekeeper. She performs all the mechanical tasks to maintain the beehive. All moving parts in the beehive can be manipulated by our robot. A camera in the robot hand allows remote observation.
So this is great. We've got a robot that can perform all the tasks of a beekeeper. But can a robot look after bees? It has no consciousness. It has no feelings. So to answer that question, what if we put children in charge of the robot? They have all the emotions and all the consciousness to teach the robot what is required to look after something as small and delicate as a bee.
Let's take a look what it used to be like to be a beekeeper. Imagine performing all of this work every day. How many children will choose this as a career? Which picture is more likely to be the beekeeper of the future? Let's look at an application that can empower thousands of remote beekeepers. A dashboard that monitor the health of our colony in real time. Viewport with live streaming for remote observation. Remote instructions to a robot that perform all beekeeping tasks. Mentor assistance and peer collaboration. Daily task list with educational curriculum. Earn revenue while developing skills and knowledge. Let's take a look at some ideal urban locations for hives. And now some ideal rural locations. Remote beekeeping can scale to large apiaries. Logistical support become more efficient with airborne solutions. Many IoT solutions can be integrated on top of a beehive network. Children today learn quickly that schools don't create jobs, only job seekers. Which product is more likely to provide our children with a sustainable future?